We are back, boys. I decided for the first of the new factions, it'll be Clan Eshin. We'll be playing that Master Snikch until Critical Mass, pretty much. Introductory campaign to this faction. Looks like 5 times Chaos 1, 5 times is already enabled, so very convenient. Okay. This is one of the new factions from the Shadow and the Blade DLC. Clan Eshin starts in Noble Country on the far eastern side of the world. There's a road leading here from Blakrag and Karak Azul, and there's a one also that connects to Karzakarak and Mangumbat. This is the 5th Skaven faction. Initial challenge is normal. We have access to Clan Eshin Shadow dealings, actions. So some kind of new mechanic for this faction. Recruitment cost plus 200% for all non-Eshin units, all armies. So recruitment costs are tripled for non-Eshin units. Clan loyalty, Eshin lords never defect. Night runners and gutter runners units use armor-piercing warp-infused projectiles. So get armor-piercing harassment units. Okay. We have Lord Effect, Ambush Success Chance plus 25%, OP. This is some overpowered stuff where, you know, usual Skaven stuff. You want to make an army that always does the attacking and always ambushes. That's basically the Skaven way. You are never supposed to defend as a Skaven unless it's a siege defense. Plus 8 melee attack for embedded heroes for his army. So his heroes have another 8 attack, and he has ability concealment bombs. I don't know even why they even put it here. This, like, you know, they never really put abilities under Lord effects. You know, they don't say that Cedar has an explosion here. They don't say it here. Okay. We had already over 7-hour stream, so this is probably gonna be another 2 or 3 hours. We'll see. The starting units, we have Eshin Triads. We're gonna go check these units in detail in the game. Starting unit, Gutter Runners and the Warp Grinders. I am super excited to try out this unit. Super excited. Enough mumbo jumbo. Let's go in. Clan Eshin Part 1. Let's go. We had the Crooked Moon 4 Part 1 for over 7 hours just before this.
Elusive Deathmaster, your enemies here are oblivious of your presence. Use the knowledge you have acquired from the East to secure these lands for Clan Eshin. Brutish orcs and vile goblins gather along the coast. Their savagery will not protect them from the blade in the shadows. See to their removal. The Dragon Isles to the south hide many powerful monsters, some unknown in nature. Such threats should be dealt with carefully, but ruthlessly. The dwarfs of Karak Azul dwell in the nearby mountains, holding out against the greenskins. Let them kill one another, then take what is left of their crumbling realms. Send the agents of Eshin out into the world, Deathmaster. With the weeping blades in claw and tail, you are but a creeping rumor that will cause all to fear the shadows.
Okay. New faction. Shadowy dealings. Of all the great Skaven clans, Eshin perform acts of stealth and subterfuge like no other. Schemes will naturally being Skaven develop over the course of the campaign and can be used to send your lords and heroes to perform a host of instantly successful actions upon armies, characters or settlements. Once completed, the agent may have to slip back into the shadows for a number of turns to lay and recover. I guess then you lose the lord of the army and the hero for the time being. Thank you, Rorkin. Greater clan contracts. Backstabbing is a way of life for the Skaven and their 4 greater clans. As their unseen leaders vie for power over one another in the Council of 13, you can undertake their ruthless contracts in return for access to their clan's prized units and contraptions. We are familiar with the Under Empire and the corruption. Morse contract is saved. You have been issued a contract by the mighty warlord Nordwell of Clan Morse. And a swarm of his disposable clanrats, many of whom had died making the long journey from Skavenblight, the missive was delivered. Eshin's involvement in clan feuds will surely be sensed. There will be both rewards and consequences for doing the Lord of the Case dirty work. Occupy loot raise or sack 4 different settlements. From the bowels of the earth the Skaven rise like an unescapable tide of pestilent destruction is their desire to reclaim the world from the surface dwellers, and they will do in an unending tide of skidding claws and jagged teeth. It looks like a standard for the Skaven. Yeah. Let's go check the Lord first.
Deathmaster Snikch.
He has a amazing voice actor. Amazing. So, Grand Night Lord's Agitator. Regardless of the Monarch, Snikch always finds a way to get close. Regardless of the Night Lord's motives, the Dead Master always sees his master's will done. Have 30 armor, 70 leadership, 54 speed, 70 attack with whipping blade, 50 melee defense, 460 weapon strength, and a 60 charge bonus. Looks like a Lord Death Runner. Has 30 physical resistance, pretty nice. Looks like dueling Lord. High attack, we have high damage and 30 physical resist. It's better than armor against arm piercing units. Longer deployment stock, scurry away, and concealment bombs. So he has advanced stock as well, how we call it. The unspottable stock. Has 2 items, Whirl of Whipping Blades. With a poisoned sword in both hands and his own tail, viewers can survive long against the Death Master. Armor piercing damage plus 20, weapon strength plus 5%. Ability Whirl of Whipping Blades. Also gives plus 10 leadership to the runners and Eshin triads. Only rank 7 and above. That's interesting. So as a veteran battle stat, skill stat on his weapon. It's a vortex. It can't move. Target cell 5 seconds. Causes moderate magical damage. Huge stationary area effect. Can stop information going against armor with multiple units. Some spinning move, huh? Cloak of Shadows. Woven from stolen human hair and spider silk, the cloak both conceals and silences the wearer, making Snikch near invisible in darkness. 5 melee defense. He does have a very solid melee defense, 50. enemy hero action success chance minus 10%, another 20% chance to ambush. So he has plus 20, plus 25, that's plus 45. The trait will be another 5%, technology another 5%, and ancient cunning and the base it puts you over 100%. So even if the enemy has chance to defend chance against ambush, this guy will have near guaranteed ambushes on the attack. This also lowers, grants the ability a constant hex around himself in a 40-meter radius. 40 always nice. 30 and 40 is quite a big difference. Minus 9 defense and minus 4 leadership. So lowers the defense of his targets. Expertise, post-battle chance of stealing a magic item plus 25%. There is a base, so this is added. I think most of these things are almost close to 50%. You know, I like to think it's 50-50, maybe 40%. If the enemy have magic items, you have a chance to steal them. With this, even higher chance. But for this to happen, you have to defeat them in battle first. So you can take a piece of their gear when you defeat them. Ratfu, hero self-defense, plus 20% chance of wounding aggressors, an additional minus 20% chance for enemy heroes, all characters in the region. Not against Snikch, but all in the region. So it protects everybody, not just against himself, against him. And this is on top of 10 here. The chance to fail increases, and then the chance of heroes getting wounded also increases. Plus 20% chance of wounding aggressor does not mean they're gonna have a lower chance to succeed. It's just gonna mean that if they fail, it's gonna be a higher chance to get wounded. The other effect is helping with the first effect. Sneaky, missile resistance, tricksy, magic resistance, standard is a slippery on the top. Really solid buff, melee defense speed, 25 seconds, pretty strong, 60-second cooldown only. It is possible that you engage with these effects and you are at the border of the region and it does not count that you're in the region. So if you're relying on the region effects, make sure that next to you there is no adjacent region. So effects that take like negative leadership on this, you're not at the top of the border, because you can get attacked from a different region even if you're in the region. So for example, let's say you're standing in Karzakarak on the far west side, and from Varenka Hills somebody attacks you. The battle is in Varenka Hills, so these effects don't work because you are only applying these effects inside Karzakarak, but you are fighting in Varenka Hills. From the shadows, self-ground ally, allies in range. So augment an area. (200 meters range), so you can hide units, huh? So more advanced stock stuff. Jump scare, another plus 10% ambush chance success. What the hell? Enemy units are affected with temporary defensive penalties at the beginning of ambush battles. Temporary. You start a battle and they have some kind of debuff. I guess you have to click on them to see. -5 leadership is nice. Scary, fast, quick. Plus 8 charge for the whole army and 5% movement range. Pretty solid. Conceal, hide them. Speed plus 10% for infantry units. These units are already very fast and they have technology to be even faster. And even faster. That's some ridiculous speed. And even faster from Warlock Engineer. So some really zoom. Concealment bonus for Night Trance Gun Runners as well. Not just Dead Runners now. Contract loopholes, 25% upkeep reduction for the army. Here another rank plus 3 all provinces. This is like X. This is strong, strong. Just 1 point. There you go. 25% cheaper army per turn, and the Lord's recruit get 3 extra ranks. 1 point. Damn. Just dodge it. He gets additional 15% phys resist and 5 defense. What the hell? So 45 missile resistance and additional 5 defense. Damn. That's some good shit. This all 4 are great. Great stuff. Click, 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 all 4 of them. You need 3 for sabotage and unrest. It says here, immediately causes siege attrition at a reduced rate when besieging enemy settlements. Public order -5 and local enemy province. Sounds like the weakest of his unique skills. So why would you wait? You're gonna attack us. I mean, you could just, you know, we're gonna take it for science, of course, but sounds like a very weak skill. You lose initiative and you lose time. Anything different here? Let's see. Verminous Valor. This guy looks like a great duelist, but might have some vigor issues. Did I change anything here? Let's see. Even more speed. Even more speed, huh? I mean, that's the speed on the base. They don't have it on the battle skill advanced. Ammunition and little time reduction for Skaven weapon teams, so they just renamed it. So it now is pretty much the whole group of units. Hopefully all of them are affected. CA, I better not see one of these units, one of them Skaven weapon teams not having green bars increased. We can take all of it. We can pretty much take all of it. All of it. Just take one less battle skill. God damn, this battle skill makes me cry. This is like... Okay, so Warp Grinder has been added to the engineering skill. They have more speed, more armor. More speed and more armor, huh? I'm really excited to try out that unit. Eshin Triads. Eshin Triads are added to the respect and fear. Okay, didn't even forget them. Very good. Warp Grinders got bonuses to infantry. Warp Grinders, bonuses infantry, huh? So they only get one from the veteran battle skill. It's weird. They have a weak veteran battle skill. Maybe they have a double dip. Yeah, it looks like a weak veteran battle skill. So they just you know, they didn't know where to put Warp Grinders on the veteran battle skills. They just put them on the list there, but nowhere else. It feels like the Warp Grinder should be on Whip Smart on all 3 effects. Yeah. Anything different here? This shit gets nerfed. Nerf this shit. 30%. Put it to 15 or 20, 30% here. What the fuck? And these campaign skills are ridiculous. I wish other factions had like this. You can even take Mine All Mine. In our clan Pestilence campaign, we actually did not use battle skills, we didn't use no artillery. And I went with Mine All Mine. We were making serious money from battles. So I got an extra here as well. Strong skill too. And campaign skills on the scan are insane. Well, you do have to get 4 here. Let's go see these new units. Eshin Triad 72. What is supposed to be? What the hell is this? But you can no longer read this shit now. It looks like a different version of Death Runners. So instead of anti-infantry, they're anti-large. Mm-hmm. $72 looks so weird. Divided by 4. 18, 36, 54, 72. Night Gunners units use armor-piercing warp-infused projectiles. What does this mean? They have magic attacks or just more damage? 11 AP, what the fuck? 120 shooters. Looks like each one of these is gonna be a super fast steel and revenge that shoots in every direction, but it's a limited range. Yeah, they made these things more elite here. 20%, huh? That is crazy. Can definitely go flavor army with this shit. What about slingers? Slingers are AP? Yes! That's what I wanted to see. Useful slingers. AP slingers. Finally. Now, I wanted to buff them range, but we get AP slingers instead. It looks like we're back to Rome 2, boys. Release day. Slingers kill everything. There's so many of them in the unit. So many of them. This unit has been changed so many with numbers, like I don't even recognize it anymore. So they changed the Skaven economy. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There's a landmark here, the Den of Dread Deeds. All assassins in a dark, dank corner in which to dwell. This is but one of many such dens maintained by Clan Eshin. Unlocks technologies, devious planes, so you can immediately start the research technologies. 400 income, 3 food, 4 power core, 13 growth. And this is a 3 region province. For the Skaven it's quite a bit. This is pretty strong, and you start with it immediately. And a tier 2 city immediately, that's nice. 60, 70, 80. 60, 70, 80. Just checking if they forgot any of them. 60, 70, 80. Looks like they did not forget anybody. 80, 100, 100. So advanced military now does way more income than before. 80, 90, 100. 80, 100. 100, 110, 120. Hell, look at that, look at that. 60, 18, 120, 160. Ooh, this become an economy building, huh? This thing is now starts on tier 3 and it's been nerfed. It used to start on tier 1. But everything else, makes more money, so it's okay. 80, 120, 160. 90, 100. They didn't forget anything, boys. Somebody actually, or Turo here and Turo. God damn it. Turo. They went through everything. So you're telling me we can recruit assassin now on tier 1? Is this like for every skin faction? What, a poison one require pestilent knave? Okay, I love this. This makes sense. This makes sense. It's still elite unit, tier 4, but you don't need to upgrade to tier 3 to recruit him. Eshin sorcerer. That runners Eshin tries on tier 3. Love it. Death runners are now here on tier 3. Is this unique to Clan Eshin? Because this is tier 2, 3 and 4 otherwise. I don't think that would be right for other factions. Only Eshin? Very nice, very nice. Eshin sorcerer. I think we have one of these outside. This Eshin sorcerer supports his foul brethren through dark arts of stealth, learned from far from Skirmblight in the exotic Kate. So Eshin sorcerer is a new unit. Eshin triads. We have oh, look at this. Weapon teams now begin tier 2. I was just saying this in my Clan Pestilence campaign. They need to move Warfire Thrower and the Poison Globadiers to tier 2. This is good. So they added a new building. This used to be just 3 and 4. Warp Grinder is a tier 2 unit, huh? This is very, very interesting. Looking forward to excited to try this unit. Siege Attacker on tier 2. Like, damn. Damn. What do we have here on the abilities? Vanguard Wall Breaker allows the unit to attack and destroy walls in melee. 2400, 24 of them with 4000 health. Cheap unit as well. What are his abilities? Seismic Snare. 60-second cooldown. Allowing this cooldown. Everybody in a radius of 40 meters, non-flying, cannot move. 13 seconds. Oh my god. I just came. Cannot move. This is my favorite effects. Cannot move. 13 seconds. Nerf next page 12 seconds. Next page 11 seconds. 3 pages later 9 seconds. We got a new Tormentor Sword, boys, here. This is new Tormentor Sword. Expect this shit to get nerfed. 13 seconds? Are they serious? You can't give us 13 seconds. You know how many times they nerfed Tormentor Sword? Like 4 times. It's ruined. Okay, this is amazing ability. Goes well with the Skaven Firepower. Or Shenanigans, Voodoo. Maybe even Voodoo. A Warp Quake. 90-second cooldown. Love it. Duration 17 seconds. 17. 40-meter radius. Causes damage to combatants. Strong with multiple combatants. Side chain spawn will resist damage. Tanky multiplayer. Wake versus single combatant minus 24% speed. You don't have to use both abilities. This will slow them or this will pin them. God damn, these warp grinders have so much potential. This is like perversion level unit. 17 seconds, Block of Doom, 17 seconds. It's a tier 2 siege attacker. Cheap as well. I can't believe they just made it cost 100. But it's a unit that requires especially more than one would require build around it. They did change. These are all weapon teams, right? Weapon team, yeah, weapon teams now. The Poison Wing Globadiers been reworked. They no longer have anti-large, but instead they have some new effect here. Poison Wind, damage over time 10 seconds. They have now explosive damage as well. So no longer hard hitting a single projectile with a high anti-large, instead explosive with damage over time. Looks like that Global Bombardiers are just stronger version of the Poison Wind Bombardiers, and it's all right. That's all right. But I feel like these buildings should be tier 5, not tier 4. Unlocking Jezzails in this unit is just ridiculous. You make a whole army around this shit in Jezzails. The fact that technologies, they have 18 ammo now as well. That is crazy. Poison Wind Mortars, 250 range. It's a weapon team, so it's acceptable. It's not artillery, so it's a weapon team. 12 of them. Damn, 12. Also has the Poison Wind. So they're shooting Poison Wind globes over high distances. Over long range. Long distances. 14 armor, but 12 of them. Damage dealer. It's a high armor-piercing missile damage hit, and there is some explosion to it. It's not pure explosion. It could bring down even a single target, depending on the speed of the projectile. 250 range, convenient. Very convenient. This is some exciting stuff here for sure. So Clan Eshin Sorcerer comes from the Den of Secrets. They now provides a sorcerer and an assassin. Sorcerer, assassin, warlock, engineer. So no plague priests, huh? Fair enough, fair enough. We have a jungle, desert, mountain, savanna, wasteland, temperate. This game have all the good climates, man. It's like, this is what Greensky should have. God damn. Not fair. What do we have here? Infantry bells. Rank 5 with Snikch. Red Cloud, Destroy. Red Cloud are orcs, greenskins. 3 missions and 2 rituals from the Shadowy Dealings. Victory condition. Perform 4 rituals of the following category. Night Lord Say So 4. Night Lord Say So. Clan contracts. Oh shit, look at this, look at this. There is all these buttons we can click. What they do, I don't know, but we'll click them. This is the Night Lord Say So. We're Requires 2 turns of recovery, so you have to send someone to do so. Then you have to also use food to do it. Night Lord Snikch demands that his chief assassin periodically travels back to Scamblight to report to him on Clan Eshin's shady affairs. Trip that requires significant bribery and backstabbing for the Dead Master to remain undetected. To your other character here. This action must be performed to complete Snikch's campaign and increase the number available of schemes by 1. So I guess you're gonna have some downtime in this. I have to do 4 of these. 4 of these. Complete 3 of the following chapter objective. Perform 2 rituals of the following category. 4 scheme share dealings. Perform 4 rituals of the following category. Share dealings. 15. Have destroyed Blake Krag, Karazakarak, Hegriff, and the Last Defenders. Doesn't sound so bad. Except these guys might be in Nagaron, and they might confederate somebody, or they might get confederate, so it makes it easier. I mean, dwarves, by the time you get there, probably, I mean, who knows, this might be 50-50, you know, Kappa. Well, maybe, you know, they kill each other. As defenders, they also sometimes have trouble surviving here. They don't have Hegriff as the AI. Maintain a total of 15 units of the following type. Help in Domination, Plague Monk Sensor Bears, Lightscape Plague Monk Sensor Bears, Doom Wheels, Wall Running Cannons. So the tier 5 units. This short campaign victory looks solid. Now Malekith has Hagriff. Okay. So Malekith is... That's why the Malekith is doing better. So what happens if you start with Malekith? Who controls Hagriff? Don't tell me Malekith. That would be crazy. This is a really solid short campaign victory condition. Clark around. Long victory. You have to destroy a bunch more factions, including Lothern, Hexoatl. Yeah, this is definitely long. And 12 settlements. Nothing has been added to this list. Shame. Shame. Where is Ancient City of Quinix in this list? Where is Harganet? Yeah, let's go check this more of this thing here. Shadow dealings. So what does it say here on the top? Maximum schemes. Use schemes to perform shadow dealings or increase maximum schemes by performing Night Lord say-so actions to complete Snikch's campaign. This scheme can be used to perform shadow dealings. Schemes become available as you perform Night Lord say-so actions to complete Snikch's campaign. We can have 5. What is this? 20 food, stage rations. Ensure the agents of Clan Eshin do not falter in their unending and daily tasks. Additional rations are set aside for those assigned to carry out their nefarious schemes. You unlock more schemes here. With this. And you spend them on these shadowy dealings, Eshin actions, and you reset them with this. Food on 10 turns. 20 food. Small heist. Shiny, shiny things of desire, gold, or any other currency for that matter, is fair game to the agents of Eshin, especially when their oblivious targets aren't looking. Steals up to 1000 from the settlement and reduced its income by 10% for 5 turns. 5 food. Grants an ancillary from a settlement against a follower. Makes you wonder if there is a unique ones or you can actually steal from other factions. Grants vision of province for 5 turns. Ooh, that's cool. Applies leadership penalty to target army. -10. How long? Am I blind? Is the... No, the second current campaign is done for the day. 5 turns. Okay. Can't click on the other ones, it seems, so we're gonna have to advance. Hey Hamdel, we already played Crooked Moon today. We're doing 2 campaigns at the same time. Commands, title guys, you know, you're not here, you know. What is this? Clan Mode reputation -5 plus 10. I guess you're doing jobs with these things, you know. Clan Morse contra Clan Molder, Clan Scryer, and Clan Pestilence. You have 10 turns to do this. Increase your reputation with Clan Morse in addition to granting food and money. Increase your reputation with Clan Molder. And what do we get? These are reputation points. Okay. So if you're hostile with Clan Morse, lose public order and relations with Clan Morse. What happens if they get destroyed? Do we still get to do these things? I mean, they're still somewhere, right? Unlocks level 2 contracts. Diplomatic relations. Cheap recruitment for the Stormworm and Clan Rats. Weapon strength plus 15% for lords and embedded heroes. Damn. Plus 2 public order roll provinces and it will reduce the recruitment cost by 220%. We do pay extra 200%, so this makes it 20% cheaper on the base, so we don't have to pay 200% extra. This faction does have plus 200% for all non-Eshin units, so this makes it remove the penalty and makes it cheaper with 20%. What does Clan Mulder give you? Physical resistance 10% for lords and embedded heroes. I mean, it's like nothing really that crazy. I mean, it helps if you're using assassins and plague priests. Construction costs -2% for all buildings, all regions. God damn, man, we ended with 2%? Not 3 or 4? Dang, man. Why so stingy? 2%? This is just gonna save us for toilet paper. What the fuck? Cheaper recruitment costs for red ogres and help of nations. Oh man, we gotta get cheaper recruitment costs for red ogres and help of nations. How are we gonna play a campaign without them? Hostile is plus 4% construction cost. Holy shit, we're gonna go bankrupt here. -2 and plus 4%. There's gotta be a zero missing here, guys. Why would you care about this shit? It's a bug. It's zero missing, right? -20% and plus 40%, right? I guess we can ignore Clan Molder. Clan Scryer gives research and armor to the lords. Cheaper engineering buildings. Negative research. I mean, I guess. Can't make everybody happy. I don't think so. Clan Pestilence. Damn. Food generated one all armies. This could be really good if you have like more than 4 armies. Otherwise, nothing really special. What happens if you piss them off? This is negative. Damn, negative. So I guess it's a little bit food, huh? Looks like Clan Morse and Clan Scryer are the best. Clan Pestilence, I mean, depending how fast you go with the food, right? This could be really good or really bad. So this is like in the mix. Well, this is like, this is, what the fuck? There must be a zero missing here, guys. I'm telling you. Somebody signs this out if you guys go with Clan Molder, and I feel like there's a zero missing. 2% and 4%. What the f? Must be a zero missing. But in 3 armies, but it's not a lot of food. How many armies are you gonna have? It's nothing that crazy. To play a long campaign, sure. Sure, I guess.
Secrets. Best clan family. Eshin spells.
Guy has physical resistance, okay. 30 physical resistance, Vanguard, Stalk. Ooh, Stalk here on this guy as well, Warp Stars. Guess it's some kind of missile, new missile, huh? 200 meter range. Goddamn missiles, man, they make me cry. Upkeep -20% for warp fire troll warp and can do well. I mean, it's not bad. It says all units in army. It doesn't say Lord's army or Hero's army. All units in army. Why can't we have that CA on all those broken traits that only work on Lords? Make every trait that says Lord's army say all units in army, so the heroes can actually be useful. Not let greenskins have 3 or 4 traits that don't do shit. Warp Fireball. Goddamn missiles. Missiles make me depressed. There's been so many times, so nerfed so many times that like, I don't give a shit about missiles anymore. It's like, if you don't have any buttons here, you're gonna cast out of desperation. Oh, this is nice. 10 missiles, this is 10 metal defense. And he has additional metal missile resistance, huh? Nothing base. All units gain per turn plus 40 experience, local armies. Silver bombs. I mean, they skill look pretty basic, but Wizard still got some stuff to make him a little bit more durable. It's scouting. Warp stars. Can we actually see this thing? Okay. The worst thing is they make it such shit damage, really bad on Ultra really, and they only cost so cheap. What do you happen if you overcast? Number of projectiles. Doesn't say how many extra. Deftly conjured and swiftly flung, the Skaven fiendish rope-throwing stars are like all their weird scientific advances explicitly designed to cause maximum death. I don't know how much death can you cause with 4 power costs. What do they think they're techless or something? He does get extra fireball here, free fireball though. So you can cast it 4 times, 6 times cool, and it's actually pretty good. It's like he gets an enchanted item for it. Who has arcane item slot as well? Toxic Rain. 8 seconds only. Looks like you get 50% effect of poison for the whole army. This could be really good to use if you can. Can you actually get both Eshin Sorcerer and Plague Priest? Or Eshin Sorcerer with the Plague Lord as well? That would be some scary slow staking. Skitterleap, who cares? Armor of Darkness. Self-Grand Ally. So it's a single target, armor and miss resistance, 7 power. 33 seconds. And looks like Overcast does make it AoE. This could be really good against the High Elves and Dark Elves, especially if you're using halberds. Veil of Shadows. Looks pretty cool. This pulsing shadowy vortex barges into the enemy, target enemy, pushing them from the wizard's pad with a blast of magical energy. Causes no damage for 12 power. Does not affect friendly troops. Huge stationary area of effect, can disrupt information. Can also slow them if we and lower the leadership and overcast. Huh. Causes no damage. 26 seconds. Brittle Bone, Hex for 1 target, lower defense, speed and vigor. Oh, that's actually pretty crippling. 39 seconds as well. Overcast is AoE, huh? This would support melee much better. 4 melee defense, 14 power. That's actually a lot. And it makes them a little bit tired as well. Black Whirlwind. Oh, I like the name of this. Or... hold on. Okay, let's see. The Vortex. Oh, looking cool. "17 seconds. Stationary. Wound against armor, moderate magical damage, strong with multiple units, can disrupt information." This looks good. 15. Armor piercing damage is like a bit of shade type of spell. Okay, magical zero conduit. Scouting, corruption. Yeah. Looking good, looking good. This area feels a little bit depressing. Oh, this Toxic Rain is okay. This might be used sometimes. I guess you're gonna have to cast Warp Stars to treat Toxic Rain. This area is good.
one's realm weakens.
What can we recruit here? All units native to Clan Eshin do not have additional recruitment costs. This takes one turn.
Too strong.
Well, something like this situation. If the unit doesn't need it, it's just gonna be wasted. Oh, Gobos. Let's see if they change anything with technologies as well. Oh, rights. Oh, let's get check the rights first. Dominating scheme, standard, the revitalizing scheme. 30 turns, 1 turn effect duration. Restores all units in your forces to full health and immediately returns all wounded and recovering characters to the faction. What the hell? That turns cool though. This looks good. Love those things, you know, like emergency stuff. 13th scheme. What does the 13th scheme do for this faction? Eshin Clanstone. 22 seconds. Causes damage to combatants, summons multiple combatants. It looks like they had Flock of Doom. Pretty good. 22 seconds. Damn, it's a very strong 13th scheme. And it's good for the heroes. The sudden kill scheme. Another 30 turn cooldown, but 1 turn duration. Missile damage plus 10% for night armies and guard runners units. Speed plus 10% for all units, all armies, attributes, stock, and snipe. 1 turn only. I guess if you're desperate, if you need to go into serious battle, maybe a quest battle. But cool stuff, cool stuff. Usually stuff like this make people like, you know, ooh, I'm gonna use when I need it. And then, you know, most people play on normal difficulty, they never need it and they never use it. But if shit goes bad, setbacks, you know, mistakes are made, this could actually could save the day. I feel like this one could be wasted a lot of times, especially if you're expecting an attack. It's like in a march stance. One turn. 20% more damage. Pretty much one-sided if you have other stuff as well. Makes the ammo even more valuable now.
Secrets of East.
Send him on a mission now. Do you miss anything? Oh, technologies. Let's see. We can start with these plans. Did I change anything here? Let's see. Everything looks the same here. So the Eshin triads are here. Quality and quantity. This is new. Leadership plus 10, upkeep plus 10% for all units. Melee defense plus 6, melee attack plus 6, all units, rank 7 and above. Well, god damn! This is like just what we need to, you know, technologies. Put the shit on technologies. Then do whatever you want for multiplayer. Who cares? We need more stuff like this for other factions. Rank 7 and above. This is gonna make stuff like Death Runners and the Stone Vermin much, much better. All units. This looks like all the same. So they're just not called scam weapon names, it's just been renamed. This technology here and this is extremely powerful stuff. 25% more ammo, 10 range and 10 missile damage, this is just crazy. Crazy stuff. What about the warp grinders? I guess they're gonna be weapon teams, right? The warp grinders seem to have a really shitty veteran battle skill. Blastmaster, Skaven weapon teams. So hold on. This buffs the warp grinder. This buffs warp grinder. But they only get one on the veteran. I guess since they get two here, one on the veteran is fine. Totally justified. Pine Temple is nothing personal. I'm not targeting you here. I'm just, you know, saying things around. Legendary campaign is no problem. I'm grumpy by nature.
Shadow Walker.
Imagine, you know, thinking a legendary is, you know, something hard and, you know, challenging. After playing, you know, for so long. And pretending that it actually you're not having fun.
I bring pain.
Yeah. Zop Spark. Call this guy Mr. Absolute. Two bells here.
Lord of the Assassins.
Oh yeah, almost forgot. Fastest. Off. Yes, fastest, off. Okay.
Snikch, yes.
They didn't retreat, nice. Ooh, ambush, beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Two bells, turn one. Almost like dwarves, except they can get three. What do I have here? Some night-glowing archers. This guy looks like he's cunning.
Murder stab.
There's no native corruption here now. Not yet.
Eshin move uns. Deathmaster Snikch.
Let's see. It's basically just a unique assassin now. Triple sword infantry. What the hell? If we don't get Kate after that, we're never gonna. Listen, if that doesn't confirm Kate, nothing does it. Cheeky CA. Look at that. Poor wizard, man. Poor wizard.
Snikch prevails. Power of shadow.
Oh, so this guy's actually running tight, huh? Like Death Runners, except just anti-large. I love advanced stocks, specialty units. That is so incredible. Why the 72? This used to be 100, but they dropped it by 28%. Read in the patch notes. So it's now 18 per scale. 8 on small, 36 on medium, 54 and 72. The specialty units are amazing. It's like, we need more specialty units in the game. Doesn't look like a glaive. It's not really a glaive, it's more like whatever that is. This is not a shock unit like the Death Runners are. And they do need more attack, so they're not to work alone unless they're really, really high veterans in everything. Orb Grinder. These guys look mad. Why would we even sign for this job? God damn crazy Skaven bunch of lunatics.
Master Snikch.
Let's start with this one and then just rush this one here.
Yes, yes.
I think this does this do friendly fire? I might not be doing friendly fire. Enemies in range. There are goblins hidden here somewhere. These guys should be fine in melee against them. Is this it? Looks like it is.
For the Vermintide! Clan rats! For the Vermintide! Yes, yes! Start marching! Go, go! Yes, yes! Sweet mate, dead thing! Walk or cause! Yes, yes! Attack! Yes, as you wish.
The hell?
Eshin trial. Moving forward. War rider.
It's like Flock of Doom, pretty much. That is so cool.
Slice, slice. Stealth magic. No, no.
Holy shit, this guy's getting deleted.
All breath of hands. Strain the cattle back. Stand there. What? Move. Gutter runners. Yes, yes. Follow doctors. We will go. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
And Snikch deleted that guy. Good at chasing as well.
Night runners! Now move! I will go now. Yes! Goodbye, attack! Ready, ready! We obey! Skid, skid! Move!
See how this looks like again when nobody's around.
Yes! Just kill her! Night runners! Horn rats will!
They're doing a lot of damage at that range.
Ready, ready!
These guys have a 47 speed and get like triple speed from various effects.
Master Snikch! Warp grinder!
This is the warp grinder. It did a lot of damage there. You don't see much of the kills unless he's damaging already low health units, then you do a lot of kills. But it's kind of like a Flock Doom effect. It's quite deceiving in performance because you don't see it on the kills really. So with this it can pin units around it, and with this it does the damage and slows them as well. This effect is pretty cool. And this unit is something else. Yes, this shit has so much potential.
Eshin fire! Hasten, hurry! For the vermin tide! Rick-a-rock! Council's command!
Yeah, we didn't see them and just ran into us.
Fight! Gutter runners! Faster! Scurry! Eshin triumph! Deathmaster! Warp grinder! Eshin triumph! Quick, quick, yes! Quick, quick! Onwards! Hasten! Hurry! Move! Move!
Units used to have 30% resistance. They changed them all except Death Runners, and tried to save the Death Runner 30%.
Price cost is reasonable. You work for Snikch, the Deathmaster Snikch.
Bells, huh? You have Haunted Forest here. It doesn't look like anything is in there. We have to see these toxic stars up close. I'm gonna go with scouting here.
Stench of others, too strong. Stab, kill.
Another ambush. Now let's go see this this stars a little bit closer.
Break
Oh my god!
Yes.
Have you seen that shit? Holy shit!
I get shreked. How the inclination looks so far. Goddamn scary, man. Not only they're full of flavor, but they're strong and they're fun. It's totally opposite of a certain green faction. Goddamn Skaven, man. This is like it's too much.
Gutter runners. But what? Guide us, horned one. Yes.
What's that shit, man? More power. Was that fanatic? That smoke bomb actually damaged that. I don't really care. Shoot him. I wanna see this again. I wanna see this ability. That goddamn missiles, man. Why are they so weak? Missiles.
Quick! Eshin sorcerer. Dark magic. Go!
Sometimes super unresponsive as well.
Stiff magic. Go! Tear face.
Can actually defeat these guys here. They're not supposed to fight infantry, these guys. Doesn't matter, we have a replenishment nearby. She's in one more time. I'm really disappointed in missiles, really. Real disappointed in missiles. Missiles in general, not this ability. And this school is gonna have issues activating that toxic rain. You have to see with the rest of the spells. Maybe overcast would actually be much better. Let's have more projectiles. I just love it when they go in a position where there's like three walls, you know, cycling and not all at once. Makes it so much more accurate. Like this situation here. They throw all at once. There's like 80% of them are just wasted. But when they get in a position where some of them are shooting and then the rest of them are shooting and the final shooting, it's like shoot, wall is split in three. So much deadlier. I will definitely test missiles on other targets, but it's supposed to do a little bit damage against units like this because it's, you know, cheap, you know, spammable. The overcast is supposed to be on, you know, against characters.
More deadly.
Taking unnecessary damage here on the Eshin triads.
Marching.
We might not have exactly enough range here, but we'll see. What, this is ring 3? What the hell?
Lord. Snikch, yes. Sneaky Snikch.
Just get some of this. We should have checked diplomacy before we started. Rictus clan nest.
By horned rat's whiskers. What do you
Extreme paranoia.
Anad.
These guys don't have any enemies either. It's so cool being like an end of the map and it's like they don't know you even exist except these people, and when they say it to the other side, they just don't believe it.
talk at me in your
How many
crude
regions these
life.
guys have? 7? Damn, Karakzul is huge. Huge. I will not care about this really.
Stench of others, too strong. Deadly blade sliced from the shadows.
Can we actually do something with this? I don't think we're gonna need Mr. Absolute here. Do have 70 food. Get 5 food here now. So we click on this guy here. Press missing or wrong components. Ah, we have to click on where. So we see only greens here now. Big barter. Confirm. What happens?
Stalk them, yeah.
It's a 100% chance. And he's still in the army.
We
Damn.
win.
Oh my god. Have you seen that shit? Holy shit.
This looks very strong. But we do have to reset it, right? Ah, we cannot do it too early. Big wild. Okay. Good. We'll go for the 104 snakes and then the big barter. How big are these guys? 3 settlements, huh?
I bring pain, death.
It says over time, this is emergency. Okay. That's even better then. 5 turns, okay. Ensure the Snich's personal whipping blades are sharpened, that they are literally up to scratch, and stab preferably. 5,000 to kill 1,000 enemies? What the fuck is this reward? Just like that? Wow. Wow, more quests like this. Hell yeah! Kill 1,000 enemies, get 5,000 shekels and the blades. Just like that. And then they doubled it. Tripled it. Just like that. Yep, no movement here. I guess we should have just rushed it instead of recruiting Skaven slaves. But no, for the next time. You know, for the next time.
Eshin will make death fall of green.
Might get quite a bit of units here, but should be okay, I think.
Chief assassin. Yes, yes.
Hmm. Yeah, we should have just rushed it. We just lost one turn here. Weapons string missile damage for the runners.
Where shadow, horned rat.
They might get 5 or 6 units. Okay, that's perfect. We get 2 bells. 2 bells. 5 boys, 2 gobos, 3 goby archers. Just get 1 here for the convenience.
Kill, slice, maim.
1, 2, 3, 4. So only the first one improves balance of power, huh?
Murder stab, come. Ready, yes, yes.
I might just deploy very close there.
What orders? Horned rat power. Clan rats.
This instant even fit this army, I think. Then again,
Skaven.
depending who you fight.
Stammering. Forward, backwards.
That's our Joe. Warhammer 2. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect to get into the war. This is the best game in the series.
Blades sharpened. Night runners. Gutter runners.
Yeah, we could totally route those gobo archers and then just harass them.
Council's command. Eshin, move now.
Don't even want to put this much here. Just get like this and this.
Quick, quick. Skizzle and reap. Like the wind. Get the weights. Night runners. What? Like the wind. Swiftly, get it. Time to go. Snikch goes. Eshin sorcerer.
It's overcast. That's okay damage.
Orders.
It's okay.
Night runners. Scouting, yes, yes. Yes. Holy move. Shriek. Eshin sorcerer. With power. More of an attack. We move, yes. Now tail's yours. Death Master Snikch. Sneak magic here. Hasten, hurry! Swiftly, dead! Scatter scupper, now! Going, yes! Scatter runners! Guide us, horned one! What orders? Now, ready, now! Council's command! Scatter runners! Now, yes! Yes, yes! Slice, merge! Move it, going. Guide us on one. Our tail is yours. As order said. I don't move. Gutter runners. And what? Snikch runners. Hasten, hurry. Death Master Snikch. Warp Rider! No time! Yes, scurry! Gutter runners! Advance retreat! Guide us all. Death Master Snikch. Attack charge! Horned rat power. Snikch
So much about that sticky stick, you know. Miscast versus spell. Fucking missiles, man. Little cancer. Taking miscast damage, but nothing. Spell cancelled. Great missiles as usual. How about fixing the fucking missiles before putting more missiles into the game?
Master Snikch. Now, Snikch eager. Yes. Power of dark. I am ready. Into shadow. Kill, yes. Remove, yes. Squeak. Gutter runners. Move, yes. Then Master Snikch. Oxtail's yours. Then Master Snikch. Lord of Assassins. Eshin sorcerer. Kill! Night runners! Have one. It shall be done. As Master desires. Guide us, horned one.
I'm very happy with the AP slingers. Very happy with the AP slingers. I have a duelist which can kill characters. We'll get more money for from another lord. Killing a lord gives you more money. Yeah, it's a bug from corruption, Godric. So you always have one less if you add.
Onwards! Now,
Don't be nice with poison.
Move! Very good, Master. Stab! Council's command! Nash, kill! Council's command! See, they ran. Now, yours!
The warp grinding did 130. That second grinding was pretty good. Soon definitely needs experience.
Snikch crumbles.
Dang. About dueling item.
Price cost is
We'll get another Bellicus there outside. God damn, man, that can't even make. This is like perfection. Perfection. Can I science that a little bit?
Snikch.
Are they recruiting at two places at once? They might be.
Eshin will make death fall of green.
This terrain looks like rough, and if I attack this, I might not be able to attack city immediately. They're stuck in zone of control though.
Sneak.
It's fine.
Yes. Yes.
They might be dead anyways.
Kill. Slice. Maim. I am ready.
Yeah,
Death Master Snikch. Night Runners. Council's command.
I don't even know why fuck I even have these units. We just marched down there, but then again we would have missed two battles, right?
We obey. Move it, going.
You put the order area on.
Shadow sends, yes. Faster, scurry. Now, yes.
Tune has 30 speed.
What calls? Eshin sorcerer.
What will these do here like this?
Walk right now. Quick. Read. Scurry, yes. Get away. Swiftly, steady. Time to go. What on? Yes. Ready.
Just put them all over the place.
Very good. Nice runner.
Definitely some interesting stuff with this.
Council's command. Council's command. Murder, kill.
What happens if we put it here? Definitely improve the effects regarding this stuff. Some impressive effects here. Very impressive. This is why they haven't fixed an invocation of heck bug. They're busy making new shit. Look at how fancy this shit looks like. That's incredible.
Master Snikch. Ready, yes. Now, ready, now. Walk right now. Faster, scurry. Death Master Snikch. They run. Smells like.
Like somebody new to this game gonna come here. What the fuck is going on here? What is this new shit theory? What are these click? Everybody's just what the fuck is going on? I don't understand. I've never played Skaven.
Night Runners. Death Master Snikch. Shadow shows way. Faster, scurry.
Orc Warboss, man. Orc Warboss makes me cry.
Quick. What?
Orc War Boss. I regret I ever read that book. What was it? The Legend of Sigmar, man. And now I see greenskins in this game and Orc War Bosses and big bosses and greenskins, man.
Onwards! Quick, quick! Smell musk of fear! Hasten, hurry! This is yes!
Imagine, you know, imagine spending money on the Beastmen or Wood Elves after playing Skaven who cost like at a half price for some of the DLCs. Imagine buying Beastmen or Wood Elves over Clan Scryer or buying it later and then like, what the fuck, they charged me 18 bucks, what the fuck I get shit? Just like, what is this, bare bones? Just early game existence? Like, what the fuck? Do I run the game in window mode? Yes. Yes, I do.
Snikch grows more deadly.
Fucking turn 3, man. We have a unique.
Death Master
Unique. We never. What the? Of your choosing? What? What do you mean? What's this new delivery? What the? More of this, please. More. I want more of this. I even fixed this shit. Look at that, beautiful. More of this shit, please. Hold on, is there any technology here? Okay.
Sneak.
What is the border here? You know.
Sneak. Shift. Too strong.
So how do we do this thing here? He's rank 5 now. We can do this now. Snikch will be unavailable for 2 turns. Doesn't mean we have to recruit some random guy, new guy.
Oh my
Someone
god.
even available here.
Have you seen that shit?
Thank you, DJ Falafel.
What the hell?
Warlords. There's a Greyseer Ruin, Greyseer Plague. Greyseer Plague knowledgeable. Master Assassin. Cunning. No sneaky. Oh man, no sneaky. How am I gonna play the game without sneaky lords? Don't do this to me, game. Sneaky only. Fuck all this shit, man. To the nerf sneaky, I don't care. I'm not clicking any of those buttons. I'm not clicking any of those buttons. Sneaky or bust.
Our own corruption.
Knowledgeable is cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. You recruit him and you disband him and you get a bad lord for the leading main army. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Yeah, definitely something there. We get this guy. We'll get this guy there, and then we'll replace when he's back. Yeah, perfect. Hmm.
For the Eshin, yes.
Yes, yes.
This is coming.
Perfect. Perfect.
Grey harbinger of doom. Magic grows.
What?
Clan rats are not content.
Look at these maniacs building a Vermintide here.
Listen to me. Have them.
What part of the world is this? A new part of the world. Far east. Far east.
Stick of betrayal strong.
What do you mean here? Sorcerer. I'm a little bit confused. What happened to the Plague Priest again? Why is there no Plague Priest here? Are they sharing the same slot? So they're sharing the same slot now. Plague Priest and Ancient Sorcerer. Okay, that's perfect. This is how you add more heroes to the game. This or that. Let's hope for Master Engineer. For the Empire.
What's your back tail?
We do have one more region here, so if we hit this and go back, this is actually quite the movement. Maybe a little bit whack-a-mole. Let's lower the rebellion rate.
A shadow of horned rat. All hail, horned rat. Horned one's realm weakens.
Oh, good. I think there should be at least another province or two before Cathay to the east. Wasteland? This is not a wasteland, this is Savannah. This is how Savannah looks like. Tropical and subtropical regions. Don't you know your geography?
Council. Death Master Snikch. Under the trees, shadows. Good.
These guys, they do look like pretty miserable there. Kinda wanna underway just right into them. Might not have enough movement here. I'm not really familiar with the movement in this area. So, oh, yeah, he's outside.
Yes.
This is a little bit rough movement, but the underway's help. Apparently, guys, look at all this tundra. This some kind of tundra and temperate close climate. Apparently, this is savanna. So whoever did this, you know, just like, hey, put the savanna here. That's how a savanna looks like. Broken Assassin. The Cloak of Shadows has been stolen. Snikch will need it if he is to have favorable chances of dealing with Malice. Perhaps more importantly, Snikch's reputation could be at stake if news of the statue were to reach the other clans. Therefore, we must find out who took it and get it back. A network of assassins enables Snikch to exert his influence to a greater extent than before. Thief will likely hear of our increased activity from Clan Eshin soon, let him fear us. Could use assassin in the army for replenishment. Go well with Snikch to kill things faster as well. What do we have here? Cunning, perceptive, and a weapon master. Ooh, and we can get 2 of them.
I bring pain, death.
Carry out a successful assassination attempt against characters. Eshin assassins have picked up rumors of an ambitious and foolish ratling who recently came into possession of some powerful equipment trying to establish his own clan. It can only be the treacherous thief, though. He must be getting help from an unknown source in order to do it quickly without drawing the attention of the 13. Start by killing anyone who might know something. Someone will squeak when they hear Snikch is on the hunt, but confirming the reputation of Clan Eshin in the process.
Clan Eshin assassinating.
Now that I see Weapon Master, now I want to put assassins back in the army. Not all those trash skills. Now when I see Weapon Master doing 35 more AP damage, 8 melee attack, or strong, gives me, you know, now all of a sudden I want to keep assassins in the army. I didn't care before. Didn't care, the traits were shit.
Fall of green sneaky Snikch.
They're spamming here from the looks of it. Quite a bit. We've been issued a contract by the Arch Plague Lord Nurglich of Clan Pestilence. Everyone was rather keen to keep the distance from his repugnant messenger, a bubo-covered wretch shockingly unafflicted by his numerous sweeping swords, as he delivered the missive. Eshin's involvement in clan feuds will surely be sensed. There'll be... It's basically much the same line of text.
Silent killer, yes. Zog right off! Chief assassin, yeah.
Looks like they're recruiting mainly here, maybe in another location as well. I don't know what the hell is their second location though. What does this even say? We'll ambush the one outside. Ribbits.
Get down, kid! Death bringer. Kill.
Extra bells, guaranteed ambushes. That's why they complain skill is required. Guaranteed ambush. You click, you ambush. Get more ambush chains, you get more ambush chains. 150%, 200%, you get it all.
Lord of assassins. What orders? Get runners!
Let's make sure this ends up quickly here.
Now, yes!
If I lose health on Snikch when we can do this. We have to do battle after that. Why no one-on-one so we don't lose health? We have a follow battle. We We did 1-1 already against the war boss. If I had a potion of healing, I would do it, but no healing right now. Snikch would have won, but we lost a third of health.
More sneaky, more deadly. Stop that! Death Masters. Lord of the Assassins.
Razor Standard. That's how we get the triads leveled faster with extra damage. They do suck at attack though. We need way more attack on them. We need to get the attack skill as well. Gives them over 30% damage buff.
Murder stab. Come.
Well, they're not supposed to fight directly, Booker. They have a low number. This is a flanking unit. Same like the Death Runners. They're not supposed to fight directly unless it's one-sided. Never attack directly with this unit unless you try to get experience or, you know, desperate. There's a reason they have a stalk in advanced stalk.
Death Master Snikch. Clan rats. Spears. What orders?
Be harassing for most part, but our units that we're not gonna move, we're gonna build again around these bad boys.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. We have artillery. Like here as well. Yeah.
Blades sharpened. Death Master Snikch. What orders? What grinder? Eshin trials.
We do have some archers here, but we'll aggro them here.
Snikch ready. Night runners.
These units are really fast. We just have to get them going. Use some wood elf tactics here. A little bit of obstruction here.
Scurry, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, master. Scurry. We serve.
It's permission to use the warp grinder. Try to stagger them. We'll see. Our battle line is non-existent, so we are building it out around warp grinder. Mainly using runners here.
Forward and backwards. Murder kill. Guide us, horned one. Hasten, hurry. For the Valentine. Going. Yes. Yes, yes. Cattle runners. Ready, ready. Spring the cattle crack. Quick, quick. And skitter. Scupper, go. Master Snikch. Night runners. Cattle runners. March, scurry, gas. Yes, yes. Light the wind. Pace and hurry. Scampering. We move! Advance retreat! At once! Yes, sir! Our tail yours! Skrenrika Dokrek! I don't know. Guide us, Horned One. Starring yes! Death Master! Our tail's yours! Great Anaka! Yes! What right?
New toys requires new approach.
Nice brothers! Yes, master! The master Snikch! Magic! For the belly! What? Our tail's yours! The master Snikch! Ready! Advance retreat! Slice and break! Moving, going down! What orders? Captain Runners! Yes, Master! Scurry! Eshin Fire! Knights Runners!
I'm gonna be running out of ammunition here. Okay, I'll go a little bit of Rogers first. Should hold for a bit longer. We do have a couple of clone-outs.
Master Snikch! Time to go! Snikch prepared! Get a runners! Just kill! For grinder! Tight! Out go! My blade slice awaits! Eshin Fire! Please, fellas! Yeah! The Master Snikch! What grinder! At once! Gutter runners!
Go bring them here.
Eshin Sorcerer! Give me orders! Gutter runners! Move! Countess command! What? Eshin Sorcerer! What? Spears!
If I had another warp grinder, we can just rotate between warp grinders. But it would require a little bit tougher units in the middle. They actually have to hold something stronger. What the fuck is this unit, man? He's getting so many kills. And it's only 720s and not getting any experience. Oh, that's a good one. This guy to position faster, huh?
Take. A Snikch death master Snikch.
So we have a nobler country. We made both Haunted Forest and Pig Barter tier 3 with food. Puts us a bit in the negative, but it gives us commandment to generate food. And we shall do so. overgrowth, cause kind of limit the financial right now to go expand further. So stuff here might be okay. We have a fortress here. What's this place? They have 4 units inside. Yeah. Plagal Catapult 2600. Imagine that. What's this? Timber, and this place is nothing. Let's just get more money here. Well, Marconos, you see how it's done here, so you try to apply that in your game. At least you'll know for 6 turns, right? Definitely push this. We can find rebellions here.
Too strong?
And this can easily be stabilized.
Sneaky Snikch.
What's the border here? Big border is still here now. Yeah, we can do it in 5, but I didn't know there wasn't enough movement here. So turn 1, you defeat this army manually. Second manual on out resolve, you march towards Haunted Forest, and you save a turn there. I didn't know there was not enough movement here. It seemed enough, but this is rough terrain here.
Snikch, yes.
And if you save 1 turn there, you actually may have it easier here as well, and a follow-up. So we lost 1 turn there of initiative. They're gonna be 1 turn ahead with units.
Chief Assassin, yes. Lord of the Assassins. I'd rather eat a squeak.
Plane of Bones. Looks like highly corrupted initially. It would be incredible if you can actually avoid this rebellion here.
Betrayal strong.
I'm not wanna go here. This is insane to even consider doing this rebellion. It's too much too much waste of our time.
Want your back, tail? Eshin will make death fall of greenskins.
Could have got this last and just forgot about it.
Harness to the power.
More movement and range buffs.
Snikch ready. Kill for clan.
they don't get more than 8 units here? Recruiting a third lord? What the hell? So if we don't push these guys, they might even be quite annoying due to this area is ridiculous movement. It's quite a whack-a-mole if they outnumber you and you're behind.
Poison blade! I say move!
Could have had Warlock Engineer in the army by now.
I ain't doing that!
It's perfect.
Get out of me head.
This is the reason why you want 3 points in Ancient Cunning. The ambushes, they have to be a sure thing. No surprises.
Night Lord! You're not right in the head! Sucker kill. Kill. Slice. Man.
They didn't buff all the traits for some reason, they only buffed like a third of them. There are still broken traits in the game which only work on lords, not all units in the army. And that was introduced by Warhammer 2. So, you have still traits which are over 2 years old. And they ignored quite a bit of traits, just, you know, almost, you know, half-assed. But I'm happy they actually put any effort into traits. Main trait should be a defined trait for the character. This is why you recruit this character. There should be options, not always, you know, recruit this because everything else sucks.
Give me orders! Night runners! Order at will! March, scurry, yes! Guide us, Horde. Night runners!
I'm gonna get caught a little bit of smoke bomb.
Gutter runners! Scream Ricato crack! Now! Ready now! Faster! Scurry! Skitter! Then leap! Gutter runners! Hasten! Hurry! Guide us, hold one! Now! Move! We obey! Night runners! Attack! Our tail's yours! Gutter runners! We obey! March! Scurry, yes! Night runners! Gutter runners! Scream the cattle back! Attack! Charge! Rick-a-rack!
Because it looks bad on high settings. On ultra you get a better quality, and I'm not running ultra textures. It kills FPS in Skaven and Trunking Bells.
Night runners! Shriek! Died! Move! Hasten! Hurry! Scream the cattle back!
No survivors.
Rick-a-rack! For the mounting tide! Strike! Quick! What orders? And skitter! Forward, backwards! Guide us, Hornman! Quick! Captain's command! Night runners! Rip! Slice! Master Snikch. More deadly.
Potion of healing. Damn. Damn. And we can still use this in Snikch. Snitch.
Snikch.
Oh damn, look at that, look at that. That's like what, 100% already.
Chief Assassin, yes.
You going some friend? Auto-resolve can actually, he can actually survive.
Kill. Slice.
New master hero at it's Dark Elf.
I am ready.
Who's this wizard now? Okay, let me see this first for a second. Can we get a direct hit with a missile here?
Power of the
Look at this damage here, look what you did to him. 10 armor gobble. Fucking hell, man. It was overcast as well. Do they even care when they put stuff like this in the game?
time to go.
Is this on Outcast again? Contact effect, speed and leadership penalty.
Death Master Snikch, Lord of Assassins.
Hit him twice in a row.
Stronger. Yes. Zagov. Death bringer. Sneaky Snikch.
What about get the rebellion next turn now?
Murder.
Let's see the warp grinder grind the wall. Yeah, the Snikch, he sounds really scary. And the fact this portrait is not moving, look at this, the fact this portrait is not moving, he just stares at you with that voice. This is terrifying, guys, terrifying. Hope you don't have small children around, because this guy will scare them, give him nightmares.
Ready, yes, yes. Spears. Eshin triads. Ready, ready. Master Snikch.
We already had a 7-hour stream today, man, with casting continues tomorrow. Let's see how does this work. Very intriguing.
Going, yes. Time, go. Warp grinder. Night runners. Yes, yes. It shall be done. What orders? Council, yes. Scammery. March scurry, yes. Now, ready, now.
You know, the vocal ups will actually kill the unit. Guys, remember Mom's getting killed by this? Look at this, the bastards is actually doing it, look at this. She's gonna collapse. Where are you going? No French, we have to actually channel this. Let's see what happens to the unit. Vocal ops is deadly. Okay, unit comes unscathed, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Skaven, yes, yes. Faster, scurry. Straight, straight. Quick, quick.
Don't you dare climb there.
Move. Master Snikch.
I think the rope grind is gonna be awesome in the on the top of the door in the city.
Scurry, yes. Clan rat spears. Repeat. Eshin triads. Snikch. It is so. Your hose. Does magic. No, no. Snikch prepared. Warp grinder.
They can resist. No, they can resist, it's no guarantee.
Snikch eager. Eshin triads. Even. Eshin sorcerer. With purpose. Horned rats will. That's good too. That's good.
Definitely be interesting to see in Siege Bells, Bob Grinders.
What? Forward, backwards. The Master Snikch.
Should be dueling this guy.
What order? Yes, Master Lord. Death Masters.
It's too early to say, be lucky.
Night runners.
You seem quick on high ranks. This yeah, it looks like they're both made for dueling.
Master Snikch.
With this spell, we can actually make some interesting scenarios for the Dead Globe Bombardiers or the Flamethrowers.
Burn, smoke, death. Going, yes. Death Master Snikch.
Yeah, we're not gonna take this immediately. Nothing else to do right now. We'll give them a turn and we attack it again.
Master Snikch. Harness to the power.
One turn of ambush, that is fine.
I bring pain, death. Lord of the Assassins.
One is available. This one is on cooldown now. Doesn't matter if he's leading an army. He's not going away, right?
Shadows hide. Yes.
So it's an item or a follower hurting Rhoda. Oh. That's underwhelming. Hmm, 10% speed for the all infantry in the army, huh? It's quite nice.
kill sleep.
They have iron here. This province is this is a savanna. This looks like a wasteland. What the hell? They just put random climates here or what? Wasteland, wasteland, and this is something else. It almost looks like temperate here. It's almost like they went with, hey guys, we have this climate named Savannah and there's only like 3 of them in the world. Let's make the new territory Savannah, even if it doesn't make sense. Oh, nice. 2 bellows for us.
Mighty clan Eshin. Clan Eshin assassinating. Shadow Walker.
It's rank 15 now. This is almost stable, almost. No big deal, guy. No big deal. So right, still early to tell, because we haven't seen him with more provinces, but it looks like it's almost the same.
Snikch ready. Thief in the very nice night.
I need attack more than need damage.
Break them. Yes.
We get 2 bells here. Very nice.
What orders?
These guys probably gonna get terrified by this shit.
Lord of stealth still. Council's command. Clan rats. Warp grinder. Eshin triumph. Night runners.
The night runners have net. No, only got the runners.
Now. Advance retreat. Faster, scurry. We move through. Scampering. Scurry, yes. What orders? Take them. Moving. Moving out. Run, skitter. Gutter runners. At once. War rider. Master Snikch. Eshin triumph. Attack! Attack! What? Attack! Eshin triumph.
Yeah, this thing is not even supposed to get hit like that.
Master Snikch.
Recognize do have anti-infantry now. It's totally a flanking unit.
What? Our tail's yours. Blades sharper. I am ready.
You guys have 70 armor. Pretty nice. Very high health penalty.
Snikch eager. Hold that power.
Those guys cannot get charged and they have to be the ones doing the flanking. It's a little bit weird that they give them 10 charge though. Only 10 charge. You need to get a lot more charge from technology. They're trying to start with a higher base.
Will do.
We don't have anything to stabilize this place properly. And to get the rest we have to go to war with dwarves. We have 8 settlements and are attacking other vampires. This is gonna be quite a rebellion fest here in tier 1.
Many kills.
This is like a town with such question, man. It's like, can you ask me when I'm like turn 80? I don't think you can compare any of the Skaven Lords with Wicked Claw. Their dual harassment and the nuke every battle nearly.
Sneaky.
You get Skaven Blight as well. Its location is quite exotic though. Quite exotic. So these things go to 18 charge. And another 10 charge. So they actually more than double charge. So that's not so bad.
Engineer. Running. No.
And look at this, they just died. Great.
Burn. Smoke. Death Master Snikch.
What's this?
I bring pain, death.
Skaven slaves leave, Eshin Trads die. Ooh, we have some new unit here. Ixas Triads, Eshin Triads. These are rank 9, so they're looking all the much better. What is this? Doppelgang. They can create images. Okay, this is way cooler, much cooler stuff. You get 8 more attack on the base. This unit really seriously need technology and bell skills to deliver damage, and they cannot be touched by any cavalry charge or any charge in really. They have to be the one that deal the attack. Their veteran battle skill kinda sucks. Leadership and speed. Missing the third thing. Bracing against larger 72 guys, that doesn't work. There's 60 horses with 72 infantry. That will not really work. They're not chosen. They're basically anti-large death runners, yeah, which they have to be on doing the attack pretty much.
This is dark omen.
I'm gonna put here in tier 3. think this place is gonna be might be rebellious anyways.
Sneaky Snikch.
Approaching large units at 72 entities when you don't have the toughness to support 72 entities, it's a very fragile unit.
Snikch ready. Crack skull. Chief assassin, yes.
There's a tit breaker here. So Carcazul looks like our next target here. You'd also take this as well. High corruption from the looks of it.
Holy One's realm wakens.
We'll reduce the cost here. Expansion is planning. Yeah, we're working on that.
Must spread our own corruption.
What is this province shaped like? Darkhold, Ashridge Mountains, there's a ruin there. This looks like some cave in there.
Your prestige
They have stocks, so
grows,
they
my
could
lord.
definitely surprise.
News of your conquest
Especially if the enemy
spreads
thinks, you
far
know,
and
they're
wide.
gonna get away with,
Your
you know,
developing
large
power
flanking.
is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
Stone. Ha ha. Painkillers too strong?
Build this thing here. Capital has the arc generators and the walls.
Lord of the Assassins.
This province is gonna be ignored for a bit, I think. This should be manageable for against the rebellion, so just going to need a little bit more food. We did else we did.
Death Master Snikch. I bring pain, death. Chief Assassin, yes.
Gonna raid here, I think.
Possible.
This place will build up rebellion pretty fast.
Call me Death Master.
Thoughts on the quality and quantity? I wish every faction had technologies like this. Not just one, but multiple.
Me! I am an Eshin sorcerer. Sneaky Snikch. Outlook, I'm found. Shall move. I got kill.
So this can be equipped everywhere now. So rebellions here. This we should definitely don't want a rebellion here. This place is too far to even consider rebellions. At least not until this city has tier 4 wall.
Death Master.
Yeah, we did take OP. Exactly. The thing I love the most about this faction so far is the starting location. You just feel like you're. It's like it's the same thing with the with Krogar. Just like this is sexy. Like the end of the map, your capital in the corner, and you expand from that point onwards. It's just like you just cannot love this faction. On that thing alone is you don't love this faction. And the fact that this guy has flavor for the runners. You might even just, you know, click micro on the each battlefield instead of going artillery. But then again, you're gonna suck at sieges, you know. Because the sieges you're gonna push to get artillery. But the second army could do that while he's doing other stuff. While he can still attack some places. There are stalkers. They can also ninja the city as well. Yeah, definitely has flavor that that will work because of that AP buff. These units are so fast. The Warlock Engineer guarantees this works. 8% more damage, reload, more damage pretty much. 20% more ammo. 12% more damage. 15% more speed. 9% more range. And guess what? You can put another Warlock Engineer in the army. Double it. Or if you're crazy, put 3 of them. And see what the runners do. Bully. Bully. You're gonna get so fast, no cavalry will catch them because of the snare net. But click. Lots of, you know, intense clicking on the map to make this work. But it's a flavor that works and a flavor that is strong. Yes, boys, this is it for today. We continue tomorrow with Crooked Moon Part 2 and this will follow. This is gonna be fun. Crooked Moon is also Crooked Moon campaign is also doing good. We got rid of Angrund and Karazakarak, and 3% campaign, 3% of the campaign done. Plotting that the world domination from, you know, from small things come from small stuff, you know, come great things. Let's see, we're 1 second. We'll drop a host in Taramba. He's playing Malice. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.